Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. We are going to make another page in our large Wanderlust mini album that we've been working on. This is the Lavender Frost, and we are going to make this page. The last one we did was this page here, which I absolutely love the way this one turned out. Even though it's super simple and there's not even a side pocket, I just love the way this has turned out. I just love it. If you are new and you are wanting to see how we made this from start to finish, there is a YouTube playlist specifically for this mini album, and it is linked down below, and I'll also link it up here. But it's Lavender Frost, and it's named Lavender Frost because we're using the Prima Lavender Frost paper collection. And there'll be links down below to my templates. These are printable templates, and we are using the large, medium, and small. Well, we're using components of each. So again, all of that will be linked down below, and if I mention any videos or anything like that, that'll be linked down below as well. I also think that I am going to do it's Easter weekend coming up, and I think I'll do a special coupon code for that for you guys. So whenever this video goes up to the end of Sunday, my time, Eastern Standard Time. So let's see. I don't know when this video will go up. I'm trying to get this recorded and maybe get it edited and uploaded today, but I don't know if that's going to be possible, but that's my goal. But anyway, it'll be somewhere in this video. It won't be hard to find. It'll be good for 50% off of everything in my shop. There is a $10 minimum purchase. And all you have to do is enter the code at checkout. There is a place to put a coupon code at checkout. So all you gotta do is enter that code in there. So anyway, I'll show you somewhere in this video. It's gonna pop up. It's not the word Wanderlust. I promise. That's not it. It is a combination of letters and numbers, no spaces, and the letters are capitalized. So don't share it. Don't put it in the comments. Don't put it in the Facebook group. You know, don't tell people where it's at. I'm going to make it super easy because it is kind of a special Easter coupon code. So try not to share it. If you share it, I'll have to deactivate it, and that's no fun for anybody. So if you've been wanting to get your hands on different aspects of the Wanderlust or the build embellishments or the shades of color or all that, now would be a perfect time to do that. So all that information will be down below in the description box as well. Okay, so for this video, I've done some prep work already because, like I said, I want to try to get this edited and uploaded today because you guys have been so awesome and patient with me, giving me the time that I've needed and still need to kind of deal with my mom and deal with her passing and deal with her house and her finances and her taxes and her stuff and still deal with all of my stuff and still do my paper crafting. You guys have been so wonderful and so patient, and I totally appreciate that, and I hope to continue to get that grace that you guys have been giving me because I'm gonna need it. I've got a long road ahead of me here. But anyway, so we are going to be working on this page. I've already done some prep work because of the time thing, and I still need to prep for Easter. I still got some stuff going on. I need to get some stuff ready for Easter, you guys. Okay, so what I've done is I've only used things that were already printed out. So in case you didn't have these things already printed out, let me show you what they look like. They're these pieces. So it's this part of page number 4 in the large. So it's these pieces. So we had 3 of the ones that look like this. And then there was the wood grain on the back. We had 3 of these. So I took 2 of them, and I'll show you what I did in a minute. But if you didn't have these already printed out, you can just take this and trace it out. I'll show you which part to leave and which part to cut away. So we used a couple of those. And also, I went ahead and traced this part, main base layer 3, onto some coffee stained paper, and I sewed around the edges just the exact same way we did this one. I did the exact same thing. So I'll link this video either up here or down below if you want to check out exactly how I did that. So I've got this ready, and so again, I'm not going to do a side pocket. So we're going to just attach this down to cover up that page and magnet and whatnot, okay? So we got those 3 pieces, and then one more. This one is from page number 12 in the large, and it's this piece that we had left over from, I think we used the bow on the cover right there. So we've got that piece on the cover, so I'm going to use this piece on this page. So I've went ahead and I've scored everything and I've inked everything up. So it's gonna, I didn't score this one, but so this one's good to go, ready to go. Let's see, and so that's all we're gonna need right now. So like I said, I've already scored all these pieces. And then on these two pieces, okay, so let me grab one that looks just like this. So this is what it originally looked like. So for one of the pieces, I want you to leave this tab on and cut the other 3 off. So that's for one piece. And then on the other piece, I want you to leave this tab on and cut the other 3 off, okay? So you're gonna have 2 pieces that look like this. I did go ahead and punch one edge, but we'll punch this edge in just a minute. So we've got 2 pieces that are the same, just opposite, the tabs are on the opposite side, right? And then I went ahead and scored this and inked those up as well. Okay, so I'm going to, we're not ready to put that down yet, but since I punched this out, I'm going to go ahead and get the same punch. This is the Martha Stewart, is it Martha Stewart? Yeah, Martha Stewart Floral Lace Punch, and I am going to punch this piece out here. So I've already inked everything up, but we're going to have to come back and ink it up again because of punching it. So I'm just going to punch all the way down the edge. I think this is going to be an easy but awesome page, just like the last one. I just loved the way that turned out. I really, really did. Okay, so we got that punched. And then I'm going to take my Distress Oxide in Walnut Stain. I'm going to take this and I'm going to ink up that edge that I just punched on both sides. Ooh, losing that little edge right there. Okay. Just as simple as that. Did I ink this up? It doesn't look like I did. I just traced it. I didn't ink this up. This is one of the pieces I found from my mom's stuff, the misprints. So I'm just going to keep using it. I think she would have absolutely loved this mini album. She was a huge pink and purple fan, so she would have loved this mini album and loved the way it's turning out. So, okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is these are going to be doors. So we're going to attach them to the underside. I might have to cut that off. To the underside of this piece. So I guess that technically we could flip it over and attach it, but I want to make sure that I get it on there correctly, like that, right? So we're going to put one there, and we're going to put one on this side. So they're going to be like doors that open. So I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this because on the other page, when I glued the sewn part down to the main base page there, it was tough. I should have used Fabri-Tac instead of the art glitter glue. It would have just made it a lot easier. Alright, so this is Fabri-Tac by Beacon. I'm just trying to make sure I've got the right page here. Maybe if I go like this. Put it on this part. And then and then I can lay this on there. Maybe that's probably the better way to do it. Plus the Fabri-Tac will give me a little bit more wiggle room, so if I'm up too high or if I'm crooked, I've got time to fix it. Whoa. Or if I do something stupid like that and pull it away, I've got time to fix it. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing to this side. And I'm going to lay this on here. Did I not get any glue up there? It's kind of feeling like I might not have. Okay, so it's going to go like that, right? Super cute. Alright, I'm going to flip this over and I'm just going to ink this back side of this tab just in case you happen to see it. Okay. Alright, am I right side up? So that's cute, right? So it's like this. So now, I think we're going to go ahead and add it into the book. Now, I've already got a magnet here because it's keeping this thing from flopping about. And so there's already a magnet there. So again, we're going to use that to our advantage. And first I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, I'm just going to use the Fabri-Tac, I think. So I'm going to add Fabri-Tac on the back side of here, all the way around the edge. Oh my goodness, I hope you just didn't hear my stomach growl. All the way around the edge like this. I'm going to go around the magnet just a little, just in case. Okay, make sure I've got it right side up. And I'm just going to lay it on here. Best I can, line it up as best I can. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry before we do anything else. So I'm going to let that dry and I'll be right back. I'm going to ink that edge there. Alright, I think it's dry enough. Dry enough to move on. So, in order to keep these closed, we're going to put a magnet in here and we're going to have it stuck down to that other magnet. So it'll keep those little doors closed. So again, I've got the Magnet Baron 5/16 of an inch magnets, and I got a link down below for that. And I'm just going to sit this where I think I want it, because we're not done yet. We still got some stuff to do, and I don't care if it's crooked or straight or whatever. So I might care if it's in the middle or not, though. Let's try to make it straight and see what happens. Good enough. Right. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to draw around it like that. And then I am going to take my art glitter glue this time. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue this time. And I'm just going to put it where I just made that circle. And then I'm going to let the magnet find it again. Simple, easy. And then I'm going to put a piece of regular old Scotch tape, clear Scotch tape, over top of it. That way it doesn't interfere with any inserts coming in and out. That magnet does not get in the way. All right. So now we could go ahead, I think, and close this up. Let's see, which way do I want to close it? Oh, I like them both. It really doesn't matter which way you close it up. You just choose and you just go with it. And I'm going to put glue on that, and I'm going to put glue on this edge, and then I'm going to put glue on the bottom. Oh, I need to get something to eat. My stomach is growling. Okay, let me put my art glitter glue back up. Okay. Super, super cute. So this is removable, and then these will open. Right? Easy peasy. I think it turned out cute. All right, so now I've come up with an idea because of the photo corners that we did in the last video. I want to do some like hinges, like rusty looking hinges for here. So I pulled out, this is an LDRS Creative die. I don't know if this is available anymore. I will link them below. There is a coupon code down there below too that you can use for anything in the shop. But I'm going to use this little piece right here, and I'm going to use that as a hinge. If you don't have this, we've used this many times in several projects, so that's why I went ahead and pulled it out. But if you don't have this, you can also just use your paper punch that we just did that with, and just make your own hinge by using, a couple pieces of this, right? Okay, so we're going to use that spray again. I've already tested this out, so I know it's going to work. But let me move this out of the way. I don't know where to put it. I've already cut this out a couple times because I wanted to make a couple sets. So this is, I've got 3 cut out, but I'm going to cut out one with you. See, I told you I already did like a little sample. I won't show you the sample until we're done. But this is watercolor paper. This is 140-pound Canson watercolor paper. I just wanted that extra thickness, to the hinge. And then this is a Sizzix Big Shot. And I'm just going to lay the watercolor paper down. I'm going to put the pretty die down. And I'm going to run it through a couple times. I'm going to go one more time, just in case. I mean, I didn't have to go this many times when I cut the other ones out, but just, lo and behold, when you're filming, things are totally different. So you need 4. Oh, well, actually, you just need 2. But I'm going to make 4 so that way we can use the same idea somewhere else. In the mini album, that kind of just, lends to the continuity of the album when you've got, repetitive elements in there. So you can see the die cut super clean, and it came right out. And then because it's watercolor paper, I have found that it's easier just to use this. I'm pretty sure this is a Sizzix foam pad and tool just to get these pieces out there. This piece here doesn't like to come out though. I don't know why. This little spot right here doesn't want to release. So there, right? Okay. I try to save packaging for you guys so I can show you what it looks like, but it'll be linked in my Amazon list. That'll be linked down below. There's a specific list just for this project for the Lavender Frost in my Amazon. Okay, except this won't be in it. There'll be a link to LDRS down below. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, you can see there's this little part right here. I'm going to cut that in half. I'm just going to cut it right down the middle to form 2 pieces. We've kind of done this before in another album. I'd have to look to see where we did it and what we did, but it was pretty cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut all of them in half. Okay. So I've got my sheet of paper here that I used to sop up when we did the corners. And so that's also used it for my little tester. But I'll have to make a separate video just on some cool stuff that we can do with the spray oxide stuff. It's so cool. So I'm just going to lay all these on here. And then I'm going to grab my spray. We're going to use the Walnut Stain Distress Oxide Spray. I'm going to shake it up real quick. I am going to go ahead and spritz them with water just a little bit, just so I don't need to use as much spray, I think. I could be completely wrong on this, but I just want to see. All right, so I'm just going to go and get every one of them. Just like that. And you can either let them air dry. See, it seeps through the paper. You can either let them air dry or I'm trying to find something else. Just another piece of paper. Or hit them with the heat tool. So I'm gonna grab my Ranger heat tool and I'm gonna dry them real quick. Okay, they're dry, but I think, because when I got my Distress Oxide Spray, I got a 2-pack. I couldn't find it on Amazon as a 2-pack, but Hobby Lobby has them as a 2-pack. It comes Vintage Photo and Walnut Stain. I think I'm going to like maybe try to spritz a little bit over top of that, because it really patinaed. Let me scooch in. You see how the pieces really kind of patinaed? Pretty cool. Alright, so let me see if I can't like just add just another layer of rusty yumminess. Let's see what that does. And I'm going to dry it. Alright, I think they are good and dry. You got, whoa, they might not be 100% dry. Check those out. So we're not done yet. We're going to do one more thing to them once I get them attached to the page. So aren't they cool looking? They're going to be such neat little embellishments. Okay, so I'm going to grab them all. Alright, let's get the book back. I'll scoot it back out. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do, first I need to remove this. I think I need to figure out how far up I want to come, right? So you're kind of get the idea here. Well, maybe I should leave that so I can see what I'm doing. Right? So I kind of want them to be a little even. So I think I'll just kind of measure it. What if I go like an inch up? Would that be too far? An inch, maybe not an inch. So I think I'm going to measure up 3/4 of an inch, and then this little point on the side is what I'll line up to that. So I'm just going to come on here with my ruler, and I'm just going to make a faint mark, 3/4 of an inch, top, bottom, and then I'm going to do the same thing down here. Alright, now I'm going to get my art glitter glue back out, and I'm going to get all the little nooks and crannies. Whoa, you guys, I am shaking. It's because I haven't ate yet this morning, and I didn't sleep well last night. I had an allergy attack yesterday, and you know, where I live, allergies are really bad right now. I know for a lot of people they are really bad. So I took some medicine because I've got a lot of stuff I need to get done. We have Easter at my house for my family, and then Easter at his mom's house for his family. But I still have to, you know, get my house ready and all of that, and get the stuff ready for Easter for the youngins. So anyway, so I was trying to help myself and take some medicine, and I just ended up feeling all weird. And I'm going to take a tissue and I'm just going to blot it down. So I just ended up feeling all weird, and I didn't sleep worth a darn last night. Oop, I'm going to have to open that up when I put those on there. So I think I've only got like 2 hours of sleep last night altogether, and my Sophie, my doggy, She was crying all night long. I think she must have ate something in the yard or something. They got her tummy upset. So she didn't help me at all. So I'm just going to line that point up with that mark I made. Okay, so now I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to flip this so that I can add, let's put that back on now, so I can add these two. Just overlaps, looks like just a little bit, but that's okay. Line it up. Oops, I got way too much glue on that one. Not sure what I was thinking. It dries clear, so we're okay. And if it gives it a little texture, that's okay too. Because these are supposed to be like rusted hinges, which I think is super cool. So taking the time to mark those, to get them even, it's just going to make it look better. The end result look a little better. So now we got both of those on there. So that's the way it's going to end up laying like. I think that looks so good. All right, let me put these up. Let me let that dry, and I'll be right back. I'm going to put these in my embellishment drawer. I'll just go ahead and get it out and show you my little embellishment drawer. I'm going to stick them in here so that I can use them for something else. Okay, it's dry enough. So I'm going to use the packaging of this really quick because I'm going to, hang on, there's something sticking out here. So I'm going to just spray some water on here, and I'm going to take a, this is a Ranger number 4 round. Let me move this. So I'm going to take, and I'm just going to add some water to the inside here. Well, maybe. So that it looks like it's kind of rusted and stained, because this paper has a wood grain background. So I thought it might be kind of cool to make it look like it stained the wood. Does that make sense? So first I'm going to go along the inside, and then I'm going to come along this edge. Well, I'm going to go around all the edges. You could just spray this with your water if you wanted to and see what it does, but then you might end up crinkling your whole page, which that wouldn't be too fun. Or if it's not doing as much as you want it to, like I don't feel like it's rusting as much as I want it to, I'm going to spray a little bit of maybe I'll spray a little bit of it onto that packaging and just use it straight from there. So let's try that. Let's just see what that looks like real quick. All right, I'm going to scoot it in so you can see a little bit better. It's not enough for me, so I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm gonna get the vintage photo one out. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see my package. All right, I'm gonna spray it. I'm gonna spray it away from my book so I don't get it on my book. I just sprayed a little bit on there. Can you see that? And I think I'm just gonna try. I obviously sprayed way too much. I'm going to water it down a little bit, and I'm going to just come up under here. Can you guys see? This might be too much, too extra for you guys, but that's okay. I'm just trying to give you some ideas. And if you don't like the look of this, then don't do it. You know, don't add this part to it. And I'm going to come up from under here. Plus it kind of gives it a bit of a shadow. What does that look like? Do we like that? Okay, I like it. I like the way that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them, and I'm going to scoot back just a little bit, and I'll probably put this in fast forward. Okay, so that took too long. I had to turn the camera off. So there's the end result. What do we think? I think it's awesome. I love it. I think it turned out awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this on here. I guess I could just let it dry on there so we can maybe use it for something else. So I'm gonna try to figure out where I can sit it to where it doesn't get messed up. And then I wanted to maybe do a few tags or something in here, just so we don't leave it just like that. Like, we left this one like that, but I just love the way that looked. Do you know what I mean? Like, that looks like it's done. This looks like it needs something. So, I have printed off, like this, I printed off, this is from my Build Embellishment Set 1. This is one of the pages, so this one has 3 pages in it, I think. Yeah, so it's this page here. And the reason I had included this in the first place is because the same trims that I'm using in this album are in this printable. So I printed off the one page, this one right here, and I printed it onto 110-pound cardstock. Now that's staple brand cardstock. Not all 110-pound cardstocks are created equally. Just keep that in mind. So I was thinking about maybe using this one here as one tag. Let me move this out of the way. So I'm going to cut this out, and then off camera I'll cut everything else out. I was going to just go through my Build Embellishment binder and grab all the different individual pieces, but I didn't have any on just white cardstock, so I had to print it out. Or I didn't have all the pieces, I'm sorry, on white cardstock, so I printed it out. Alright, so I'm going to put that one aside, and then I'm going to back it with something. What should I back it with? Because I want to sew it. I think I'm going to sew it. I guess I could back it. Should I use book page? Alright, so you know what? I might not even glue it. Let's just try a glue stick, because I'm going to sew around the edges. Let's try a glue stick. Let's see, what do I have? I have my fancy glue stick. Where's my other glue stick? Well, okay. Well, I don't know what I do with my other glue stick. Alright, I'm just going to use, this is a Oohoo. I get this at my art store. It's a little stronger than your average glue stick, so that's alright. We'll go ahead and use that. And then when we sew around it, it'll be permanent. Okay, so stick that on there. You can use whatever glue stick you had. I can't find my other glue sticks. I have like Paper Studio, and I have several different brands, so I don't know what I've done with them. Alright, so I'm just going to trim out around this. I don't know if you can tell or not, but there's already like a stitching along the side, so we're just going to follow that. We're going to do that, make it a stitching. I'm going to ink it up first before I do that. Okay, get my sewing machine. Alright, so I'm literally just going to do a straight stitch. I guess I could go all the way around if I want to. So, no special needle, no special thread, no special anything. Just a regular old needle, regular old cotton thread. I think I kind of will. I think I will go all the way around. Why not? Back stitch. Just in case. Okay. I'm gonna put this back down on the floor. So I was thinking that could be an insert, one insert, but I wanted to add, what do I want to add to it? I've got my whole reinforcements. Should I add like the pink color, the reddish pink color? Yeah, so let me do that, and then I'm gonna punch it out with a regular old hole punch. And I'm gonna flip it over, and I'll just do another pink on the back side here. Right, and then we're gonna need a string. But before I do that, I wanna make maybe one or two more embellishments to go inside of there. So I've already got, I think I got something picked out. Here's another one of my little crafty trays, because I want to do a tag, but I also want to do, I also had an idea to cut. Okay, let's step back a minute. So here, when you take the picture out, the photo corners look like that, right? Which is fine. But I thought, hey, let's cut that edge, or let's cut that straight off, and then you won't have that extra bit there. So I thought we would try that. So I did a little experiment. So basically what I mean is, I'm just gonna go right along this little edge here. I'm just gonna cut two, because I've already got two of them cut. And I'll separate that from the bunch, right? So that way we just have a triangle versus all of this extra bit. So, all right. So this is just one of the tags that we printed out. Uh-oh, that one came off the thing. That we printed out. You know, we print out the whole set. So I was thinking about putting that in here as well. I was hoping they would be a little bit different in height. That's okay. Let's see, what can we put on here? So this, we can write on this side, and then we're gonna put a photo on this side. But let's cover it with some book paper, or not book paper, some coffee dyed paper. This time I'm gonna use my glue because I'm not gonna sew it. I'm going to go all the way around the edges. And then, let's see, I'm just going to pick an edge. And I'm going to burnish it down a little bit with my Teflon bone folder. This out. Alright. You can cut this out with your scissors, the corners, but I'm just going to use my little We Are Memory Keepers corner rounder, so it's nice and uniform. And then I'm going to ink it up, And this is one of the Polaroids that we printed off that has the purple background. Not that that matters. But I'm going to ink this up too. So you just pick whichever tags that you've already got out, that you've already printed, or whatever Polaroids you've got out and printed. You pick whichever size you want, and then add that to your little pocket here. And there's also an insert that goes in there. I just didn't want to use that. Oh, let me go ahead and do this. Let's see. Purple. I don't want to do purple. Let's do brown. I was gonna say, where's my brown? So I'm gonna put one on this side. Did I ink this? Not yet. Jeez. Poke a hole. Put one on this side. Alright, and let me ink this up. Okay, because my thought was I would put this on the back side here, and of course have it removable, so I'm going to go ahead and put these photo corners on each corner. Try not to get your finger in the sticky part. Right, and now I just need to decide if I want it straight or if I want it crooked. Crooked seems more my style, don't it? Let's put it crooked. Crooked's my style. Caddy won't. Right? Okay, so now let's remove this and see what it looks like. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like this look better? Does it look cleaner to you? I think it does. I guess it depends on what you're doing, but yeah, I think that looks good. Alright, so then this can come in and out easily, obviously. And you can add your photo. You can have several photos if you want to. So then that can go in here like so. Right. And then, see, I'd already had that planned out. I just, you know, wanted to make sure. What do I do with the other little, oh, there it is. And then I need one more. I need one more insert. And then I've got these. This one's too purple, too big. I've got these from the Build Embellishment Set 4 that I printed off, or that I had cut out. Might be fun just to add a random like postcard. Okay, I think I was about ready to be like, we'll just wait until the embellishment stage, but then I thought about this piece of acetate. So this is part of the embellishment pack that is part of the collection. It doesn't come with it, but it's part of the collection. So I thought this would be fun to have as another tag. So I'm going to put a whole reinforcement on there. I think I'm going to use purple just because I haven't used the purple. And I'm going to try to guess the center here. I usually don't do a very good job. It's not too bad. I usually do a terrible job. And then I'm going to put one on the back side. Because we're going to have to come back through and add inserts and embellishments and things like that. So I don't want to do everything in one video because we'll have to come back, you know, with what we got left over and whatnots. Right? What do we think? Do we like that? I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I like it. I mean, I like it, but I'm not gonna put it in this pocket. I like it though. I like it. We'll put it somewhere else, but I'm not gonna put it in this pocket. I think we're just gonna leave it like this. We're gonna do some string on those tags. So this is just like a hemp twine. Nothing special. Nothing fancy. So I'm just going to take it through, loop it through. Shoot, we could probably even double up on it. Let's see what it looks like when you double it up. Gonna have to keep it straight. You know, 2 strands instead of just 1. It's kind of cool. That looks kind of neat, right? So then we shall stick that in here. That might be too much twine. Let's cut some of this off. That's better. And then a little bit of this off. We might end up changing it all together. You never know. You never know. I can't seem to decide which way I want it to look. Alright, you guys. I think we're going to call this done for now. I know we didn't do anything to the inside here, but we might come back and add some photo mats or something in here. But I mean, I like it. I like the way it turned out. I think it's really cute. I love the little hinge embellishments. I think those turned out super cute. I love the way the hinges turned out. I just think it added that little extra something something to the page without making it bulky. I mean, you know, we're getting thick, but it didn't add any bulk to the page. This added a little bit of bulk, but that's okay. But do let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think about this page, about this technique. And here's a link to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And then here's a link to my Etsy shop. And then there should be some other videos up here that you might enjoy watching. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.